name is Ishwinder Pandal. I'm fondly known as Raji in Chamilil. We have a farm here in Chamilil that is 2,000 acres. I'm the fourth generation in this country. Our great-grandfather came with the railway in 1890. In 1901, when they got to Kisumu, the project was over and they decided to take the human labor back to India. And my great-grandfather refused, and he said, he's a farmer and he'd like to do something here. So the British government was very kind and they gave him 104 acres of freehold land, and with that they gave him 2 home guards and he settled here. My grandfather was born in 1908 and he worked on the farms, and then in 1922 they got an opportunity to bring in seed cane from Australia. And with that they grew sugarcane. And because at that time there were no sugar mills that were making sugar out of it, they decided to make jaggery, and then jaggery wouldn't sell. So they made a local brew out of it, and then it became commercial. And then slowly sugar factories started coming in, and in 1930s or 40s we had the first sugar factory at Mewani Sugar Company, and business started. 1968 or 69, probably the early 70s, the Ford came up with the Ford 5000 and they brought the tractor in. It was a very promising tractor. With that they brought in the winches that were purchased from the UK, the Bolton winches, and the CMC holdings are the first people who brought them in. And ever since then we've been working in conjunction with CMC to date. In the early 80s, we had Kenyan Motors come in with a version of the Fiats that is now the New Hollands. And Nick Novicki introduced us to the Fiats, and he was a very promising guy, and he worked hand in hand with us, supported us in every one way. And we bought in a lot of Fiats then. Now in the sugar industry, we really think the New Hollands are the in thing. Number one, we never lack spares. They're always there, right by our side. The customer service and the backup service is too good to let go of. And we think the sugar industry will prosper joining hands with the CMC and the New Holland group.